Hi, I'm Matt.
Hey, I'm Bianca.
And we're from everybodyswing.com. And it's been a while since we've done something like this. We've actually, for the people that are listening to our podcast, we've actually now simulcast our podcast with our YouTube videos. So if you like listening to us in your car or your headphones or whatever, you can continue doing that.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Otherwise, you can actually watch us as we sit here and talk, which is horribly exciting. That we are actually just sitting on a couch.
Yeah, but you never know with us what the hell might happen.
As far as what?
I don't know. Like you break a chair, or your mom calls, or the UPS guy comes.
And you have sex with him?
No, I've never done that before.
No. I remember that one time you were almost going to do it with a pizza guy.
I would not have sex with him. I was going to answer the door naked.
Yeah, but you didn't because...
Because I didn't.
Exactly, yeah. So we are actually, if you prefer to watch us on our YouTube channel, you can do that, which is kind of cool. And for the people that are actually just watching us on YouTube, this is actually how we do our podcasts. And we just kind of talk about whatever we kind of feel like talking about. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people have been asking us about orgies, because we have them. We host them. They're fun. And boobs and such.
Cock and such.
Not as interesting. Not as interesting.
It's me.
Wow. So we
right?
Yeah.
There are some ladies out there, lots of them, who like cock.
You're probably right. And if that is the case, and some guys probably do too.
That's true.
But more important are boobs. So we wanted to talk about how to make a good orgy.
Well, I think it's not an orgy. It's just successful party is what we were talking about.
A successful party. Okay, well, yeah.
Because not everybody's into orgies. Not everybody's brave enough or into it or whatever.
Who's not into orgies?
I don't know. There's got to be someone out there. That one person.
Well, I'm sure there's people that haven't had orgies yet. But
well, and if you don't know, if you've never had an orgy, you don't know what to expect, right?
Lots of
sex.
Right,
yes.
sure.
But it can be a little bit overwhelming and scary to go into it at first, I think. Depending on who you are.
Okay.
I mean, we were nervous about going into an orgy the first time we ever did it.
Right. And, but we actually got pretty comfortable pretty darn quick.
Well,
so
yeah, we do that, don't we?
So, you want to talk about the first orgy we ever had? Or went to? Do you remember it? You don't even remember it.
That was the one. No. That was the one... Mm-hmm. I think so, yeah. That was...
It was at a house.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, we had, what do you want me to say about it?
So we got invited to a party.
Yeah, we didn't know these people.
We didn't know anyone there.
So we were really nervous. And they had, a rule at 9 o'clock. You had to be in lingerie. Mm-hmm. So that was a little nerve-wracking, making sure you picked out the right thing and...
Right, and we were very new to the scene at that time, so it was a little weird to say, oh, wow, not that they're forcing us to do anything, but they are saying at 9 o'clock, get there at 7, everybody at 9, although everybody just changes to lingerie, and men into boxers or something along those lines. So we were a little nervous about that, but went anyway, and actually... and of course we get there and the hostess opens up the front door and she's got a big boa constrictor around her neck. that totally turned
I'm ready to go. No. What is she gonna do with that thing?
It's a phallic symbol. Yeah.
But it was wonderful. We made some amazing friends that we're still really good friends with. But we warmed up a bit. Some of the girls, I found out that they pole dance, so we had that in common, so we were able to talk about that. And one of the guys is a really good instigator. He's still a really good friend of ours, and he was great at getting things mixed up and going. All the girls were on the couch at one point, and the guys were just standing around, and I was just standing there because they all seemed to know each other, and I was the new person, so I didn't want to just jump in. And they were all busy, so I didn't want to go over there and be like, hey... Can I get in here? And he's like, go,
please, there's a bunch of women going at it. Please, for the love of God, climb into
I was
the
just
pile.
Too shy. I personally needed that invitation.
She's shy.
And he did that. He grabbed me and pulled me over there. And then all of a sudden, the guys were lined up with their wives doing oral, and then the instigator guy said, "Everybody move down one." So that got it going, mixed up with other people. So that was great that he sat there and told us all what to do.
yeah, because it seemed like there were quite a few people at that party didn't know each other, and so it was just really nervous to kind of move over and start going at it with someone else. And so he was very good at just making everybody as comfortable as possible, which is the most important thing to keep in mind with orgies, is trying to get people as comfortable as possible. So that was a huge success, and we were like, yeah, this is our new thing. We like orgies. They are fun. Boobs everywhere. What?
Nothing.
No, that's a good thing.
Yes.
Okay. And I'm like, yeah, we need to do these more. And not only that, but we need to host them. Because hosting them is cool. Hosting them.
He can't even talk. He's so excited about boobs right now.
I know. I'm just... wow, so this is different, actually, doing a video compared to a podcast. I just did the squeeze boob motion, and no one who's listening to the podcast can see that. I'm so used to just talking and describing things. Yeah. So for those listening, I pretended to squeeze my boobs. Squeeze an invisible woman's boobs.
This might take a while for us to get used to being on video.
Yeah.
And it's weird.
Yeah. So, we'll get it. So, where was I?
I don't know. Party ideas.
So,
over some party ideas.
So yeah. So
you're going to host your own.
So right. So we decided we definitely wanted to get into these, and we wanted to host our own parties. And what would be the best way to do that? Actually, let me back up. Why host a party?
Why host a party? Because then you can control who's coming.
Look at you making a pun.
I don't know. We just like hosting parties. I mean, what do you mean? Why host a party?
Well, compared to going to someone else's party.
Because then you can put in your own ideas of what you want to do and how you want to do it, and be in control. Yeah,
and you do like being in control. You're so quiet today. So we decided, hosting parties is going to be the way to go, and we decided. And actually, at the house that we were living in at the time, we had a basement that was really cool for potentially having an orgy. We didn't really use it for anything more than storage, but it was a completely finished basement that only had one door to it, so that there was only one way in and one way out.
You're stuck.
Yeah, you're stuck. That was that was cool too. That we could basically stick people in there, trap people in there, because that's the type of people that we are. But it was nice because we do have two kids, and at the time they didn't know what we did or anything, and so we're like, well, hey, we can put a lock on the door with a key, and they could never go down there. They might be curious what's down there, but they'll never see what's down there. So we did that, and then we decked out the whole room, and we had a stripper pole, because that's important, and she'll go into why that's important in a few. Stripper pole, we had a sex swing hanging from the ceiling. We had a massage table and a 10-foot bed that I built, which was a platform with two queens put together. So that was good. That was good.
Had mirrors.
Had mirrors. Yeah, mirrors were pretty awesome too. So we decked out this whole room, painted it in red, had a black ceiling. It was really, really cool. Had lots of lighting and things. Yeah, and it was fantastic. And so we would host parties by figuring out the list of people to invite from our good friends that we've had fun with a lot.
Do you want to invite people that you know well, that you know that will come and enjoy and help keep the party going? It's also nice to invite new people that you've never been with, just new blood. But it's nice to have the people that you know come so that they can help you with the new blood and drawing them out and getting them going and that kind of stuff too. And
yeah, you never know, because
you never know the new blood might run and then least you have the old friends to play with.
Oh, they might run. Yeah, they might be like, "Whoa!" We've run into that before, where we've had people that
they don't exactly know what to expect, and we don't say. We've never said we're having a big, huge orgy. You have to participate, or I mean, obviously, we're not going to make people participate.
Yeah, nowhere in the lifestyle.
We make it, known that. I mean, it's not like it's a party with a bunch of separate rooms. You're not going to be able to go off into your own room and have privacy. Mm-hmm. It's a big open area with mattresses everywhere. So. Not that everybody needs to be puppy piled on each other or anything like that, but there are different areas where you can fuck. And so it just, if that freaks you out, then stay in the vanilla area.
Exactly, yeah. And so, that's important to mix that up. So, so what are some of the things that you want to make sure that you have set up at a party?
We want to have plenty of dry sheets and towels. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. People make messes. Oh, something else that we had a good friend of ours bring as a housewarming party to one of our recent parties was a waterproof mattress pad. What? Those are really good to have on hand, or puppy pads if you have squirting friends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have found
designate the waterproof.
The waterproof area. You will be splashed in the next 10 feet.
Splash zone.
Yeah, because we have found, since we got into lifestyle, that a lot of women who didn't squirt before have suddenly discovered that they have the capability of squirting and do that. And it's pretty darn awesome. What?
You're not squirt.
You kind of squirt.
I trickle?
Aww. No, you kind of, a couple of times.
Yeah, but not regularly.
No.
I'm not awesome like them.
No, some people are like, you're like, whoa.
It's okay, I'm not messy.
That's true. They're very messy. There's no question. But it's not.
I don't need a special designated area.
It's not a bad messy, but it's like, we've had parties where it's like, the party's over and like, just everything is just like drenched.
That was a
the sheets, the carpeting and stuff on the walls. I mean, it's
walls. Yes, walls.
Yeah, I wish I were exaggerating,
not
but
at all. Not at all. No,
yeah.
You don't wish you were exaggerating.
No, I don't. It's pretty darn awesome. Yeah. So yeah, puppy pads.
So make sure you have the waterproof mattress pad or puppy pads. Mm-hmm. If you don't have a squirter that comes every time, then just have them just in case. Let them know where it's at. Mm-hmm. Dry towels, lots of dry towels. So people can, if the sheets are used or there's a wet spot on the mattress, people can lay a sheet or a towel down. Or people will tend to lay a towel down regardless, and then you don't have to switch out sheets as often. Mm-hmm. You know what's really good too that we have is they make these little suspender things that go on the sheets that attach to the corners, and that keeps the sheets on. And you're not going to necessarily think about this until you've had a party or two, and then you're going to be like, because how sheets, you're going at it and the sheets come off. Well, these things are like, they connect onto the bottom of the sheet so that the sheet stays on. So you're not pulling it off and all of a sudden on the mattress. So those are good for, obviously you're not going to be switching that. It's going to take you forever to switch out the sheets. It would be almost better if you're switching out sheets to just put another sheet on top and then maybe a towel or something. But because those are really kind of handy. Yeah, the first couple of parties we had, or even the first party we had, we didn't have those little straps on the sheets, and it was like 5 minutes into having sex, or people having sex, that the corners were coming up. And you're like pulling them back as people are like on it, and it just didn't work at all. So yeah, those are fantastic to have. But yes, it does make it a problem as far as changing sheets. However, when we moved into our new house, we bought and we decided to have much larger parties. We figured out we're going to need a lot more sheets, and so we bought a whole bunch more, a lot more sets of sheets, and just for changing. And honestly, people haven't even really dealt with them at all. So, no. Which is fine. Which is fine. I think maybe we need to have a little note, like a sign up that says "clean sheets if you need them."
Oh, everybody knows. I mean, when I give the tour, I always point out the towels and shit. I got everything stacked.
We don't often, like when we go to a party, we don't really change out sheets unless it's really bad.
Right.
Because you're there and you're like ready to go, and it's like, oh, stop kissing my neck so I can change the sheets. Yeah. Just grab a towel.
Right.
But it's still good to have some extra sheets just in case. You never know. And
let's see what else. Food.
Okay. Yep. We usually have a BYOB because we don't host large, crazy, hundreds of people parties here. But it's nice. I personally like a BYOB just because then I'm going to bring what I like to drink. And so we have BYOB, that way you're drinking what you want, and then we don't have to like try and store everything here. And then we have everybody bring an appetizer. And it's a lot of people will bring small little things, fruit trays, vegetable trays. We had one time where we had everybody brought fruit trays. It was hilarious. We were so hydrated. Vegetable trays, like little small snacks are great for when you're chit-chatting and getting, your meet and greet time.
Because nobody wants to get the big, heavy things in their stomach before.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Before sexy time.
But it is very important, I think, and several of my girlfriends agree with me, to have some sort of after snack or in-between snack, get you some energy, some good protein. I
have protein for you.
I don't eat that. That's just, no.
Go ahead.
Sandwiches are great. We had someone brought at the last party, because we were talking about this. They brought huge snack or sandwich trays from Costco or something like that. So there were different kinds of sandwiches, and those were fantastic.
Yeah,
those were
at 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning when people are done, they would like want like something like
and unless you want to be dealing with I think a waffle bar would be totally fun, but then you got all the dealing with that,
Yeah, you talked about that after the first party where people were like, it was 2 o'clock in the morning and people are like, well, let's just all go to Denny's because we're all hungry now.
And then
you're like, let's put together, next time I'll get a waffle bar, we'll do that, and I'll put that together. And I'm like, well, if that's the case, come 2 o'clock in the morning, you have to finish what you're doing and, and start getting the kitchen ready and dealing with cooking and being away from the party to do that. So it's probably not the best plan compared to having just, some sandwiches or something.
Right. Unless we have had parties where everybody was pretty much done at a certain time and we all just decided to go to Denny's. So if we had a waffle bar, it could be, well, let's just get the waffles out. But at that point, I would have the batter and everything ready to go. And I'd have the waffle maker where they can make their own. I'm not making everybody's waffles. Maybe I'd
Great hostess, by the way.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I'd have all the ingredients to put on top of your waffle, whatever you want, and then I don't know, maybe have to have some protein like bacon or salsa. I don't know. I haven't done it yet, because sandwiches are just easier.
That's right.
And if someone else brings them, even better. Because I was telling her that I was going to just go buy a bunch of meat and make a bunch of different kinds of sandwiches, and she's like, no, just go to... I'm like, I don't have a Costco card. So she's like, I'll bring them. So it was really, really nice to have that in the evening when you're done and you needed something more than watermelon.
Absolutely.
So that's my 2 cents.
But speaking of watermelon, water is also a...
Yes, nice segue there.
That was a good segue? Not really. But water is a really good thing to have too. We actually
we go for a lot of water.
Yeah, we have a fridge that like one of those little mini fridges, like a college fridge, in our playroom. And we just fill it with water, just bottled water, and people...
And I'll sometimes check it through the night and make sure if I need to add more.
But yeah, that fits like 20 some odd bottles in it, and I usually have a big old case sitting right next to it because some people don't want the really cold water. But but yeah, people go through it like crazy. Water is a really
hydrated,
really important thing to have. So yeah, definitely get those. Something else too that when you're okay, so let's go to our layout of how we have it now. So now we're in a 2-story house, and the top floor, the main floor, kitchen, dining room, living room, is all set up for people to meet and greet and talk. And clothes don't necessarily need to stay on, but there's no sex up there because our couch is...
I don't want ass crack on my couch.
No ass crack on the couch. So
I don't mind your ass crack.
Mine is very clean. But downstairs is where people go to do what they want to do. Fuck. yes. So there is, down there we've got, like we said, actually at the new house we have a lot more mattresses, which is cool. Because like I said, we do have larger parties here. So we put those out and, have the really cool lighting and stuff, which is nice. But that's the only place that people actually have sex. And so up in the main living area, we do have, since it is our living room as well, we do have a big screen television. And we have like soft porn playing, which is basically Playboy type stuff. Women undressing and doing their thing.
Just kind of stripping a little bit.
Or a lot.
Well, whatever. It's not like fucking.
There's no giant penises going into.
I don't even think there's any masturbation or anything.
No,
I think it's just pretty much naked ladies.
Yeah, it's from Playboy, so it's basically they have like these little 5-minute clips to 10-minute clips of girls, and it just kind of rotates through them onto the television. Which
no
is
sound.
Nice.
We keep the sound off and we just play music.
So if somebody's looking at it, it's a little titillating. It's hot, and it, it's just enough because we have been to parties and we have heard other people's complaints that they'll go to a party and they go right into the main area at like 7 o'clock. They just get there and there's hardcore porn just playing everywhere, and there's penises and people splooging all over each other. Yeah, and that's at that time of the evening.
For some people,
a
it's
bit
too much.
Yeah, for some people. Oh, for you, you're like, yeah, let's
Bring
get
it
to
on.
it. Yeah. Get it in my hair.
No. Have you never listened to one of our podcasts? Do you not know me at all?
Not at all. Not at all.
Don't get it in my hair.
Don't get it in her hair. She hates that.
Or my eyes, or my ears, or my nose, or my mouth.
Or your mouth.
List. I don't care if you've had pineapple.
Yeah. For those who don't know from the if they don't listen to the podcast, yeah, she's not a big.
I don't spit or swallow.
She doesn't spit or swallow.
I'm one of those.
She loves blowjobs to give them, and but when it comes down to the end, she's like, well, okay. Although she does tell me here and there about these stories. She's like, oh, that one time that one guy came, and I'm like, oh, you let him do it? She's like, oh yeah.
I've only let very few people come in my mouth, and usually when I do, there is a reason. Like.
You like
don't
them.
want to make them. I know them well
enough. They ate a lot of pineapple.
I know them well enough, and I know that they're not like expecting me to do this. And we're in a place where it would be really messy if I didn't.
Like what? Like what? Like a car?
Yeah, like a car.
Okay, like a car, like just on the beach, some big public place or something like that. Yeah, I don't know. Really, the phone's ringing. Knew that was going to happen. So just ignore that. Let me throw this out there. Yeah.
You know it's going to ring again, right?
No. Just ignore that. That was good. We knew that was going to happen, as it always does. So where were we? Soft porn is good. And we really got off on a tangent of you just enjoying cum in your mouth. So
I don't enjoy.
Not enjoying cum in your mouth.
Do not come in my mouth unless I'm
all
giving you a
over
blowjob and you're like, I'm gonna come, and then I'm like, hey, I'll keep going. Don't worry about me. Just let me know. Let me know so I can plan out what I'm gonna do. My plan of action.
Okay. All right. Good to know. I'll make sure I keep that in mind. Other things to have: wipes.
Yep.
Condoms, and lube, and those are real good things to have. Lots of them. People generally bring their own condoms,
especially if they have allergies, like latex allergies or anything like that.
Yeah.
Or if they're a specific size that they need, or ones they like.
Like I need like the large ones.
I knew that was coming. Or
if I
they
can
like
mention,
skin ones.
if I
You're
can
gonna
mention
mention it every fucking podcast.
Oh, no question. If I can mention my penis size every single time, I'm gonna do it.
You're gonna, yeah.
Oh, it works. You know how like when we're in public and people are like,
no,
it's
funny.
There's like guy with the big penis.
Yeah, all the time.
Who's that? Who's that girl with him? It doesn't even matter. Yeah, that happens. That was a dream. I think. It was a good dream.
Yes.
No, it's always the other way around.
No,
hey, there's Bianca.
This is how we, was our how-to on being with us, dating us.
Oh yeah, absolutely, sure. That's a good plan. So
take notes. If you're going to date me, don't come in my mouth. I won't eat pineapple for you. It doesn't matter if you eat pineapple for me.
She won't eat pineapple. There'd never be a time where okay, well, that's going off on a tangent there. So, condoms, lube. Oh, mouthwash is a good
Especially if you had any hummus or anything for your snacks. Hummus always seems to have garlic in it.
That's
or
true.
Cheese. People always bring cheese. We want a little bit of...
yeah, so we actually have, in our bathrooms, we'll take the mouthwash and the little cups and just put them in there, and that's helpful too. We've been to some houses where they have mints too. That's good. Just
good too.
Kind of around the play area so that you can, in case someone did finish in your mouth, that you can put a mint in there, and it's all good.
I'd rather mouthwash.
Yes, you would. Oh, you're so high maintenance. Ugh. Wow.
I don't have that many rules.
So, you don't have that many rules.
No.
Well, you are a pretty good instigator, though.
What do you mean?
Well, no, I mean just kind of getting things going.
I try.
Yeah. So, at our last place, actually, we had a stripper pole, because she teaches pole dancing, and which is awesome. And we have a pole in our house, and it was downstairs in our basement. So as people would talk for the first couple hours, then come about 9 o'clock, we'd be like, okay, everybody's here. So somehow the conversation would kind of come up to her pole dancing. And so people would be like, oh, I want to see. And then we'd all go downstairs. And then she would pole dance, and some other girl would come and pole dance with her, and they'd start making out, and then boobs start coming out, and then other things start happening.
I think we need to have a drinking game with this now. How many times is he going to mention boobs?
Well, no, I mean, that's what happens. Every time. I get drunk while watching YouTube. Woo!
It'll make us more entertaining.
whatever it takes, that's fine. We appreciate that. How about boobs?
The vodka. Where's the vodka?
Yeah. Well, now that you're on TV, now you actually have to, you can drink something more interesting than coffee.
Ooh, can I?
Sure, I don't care.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, coffee.
That's fine.
Yeah. Actually, I think we have recorded a couple of podcasts with you drunk. And,
no, we have not.
Oh, we did?
We have not.
Number, I don't think I'm going to say it was number 8 or so. Wiggles and nipples.
I wasn't drunk.
You sure were. There was a guy and a girl that were with us doing the podcast, and both of you ladies were heavily
Wiggles and I were not drunk.
No.
Were we drunk?
You were just not at all.
I'm gonna have to text her and ask if we were drunk.
Yeah, maybe you should listen to it, and you'll be like, "Wow, we thought we were entertaining, but no one else did." Yeah, you guys were laughing hysterically at everything.
That was a fun trip.
I have no idea what we were just talking about. Oh, you're a good instigator. And so, yeah, that's a good thing to kind of get.
You need to have a good instigator, someone, because we've had parties before at our new place where we had this, we've had only a couple. Mm-hmm. And the first one, I don't even remember how it got going. I told you it was going to go again. Yeah, I don't even know how it got going, but I think I started, actually, I think I did it again. I was putting, because I was wearing bright red lipstick or something, and I was kissing everybody's boobs. Leaving little lip marks on their boobs. And then somehow we decided to start kissing guys.
Which is good.
Penises. Oh, yeah, or penis. Down there. I don't think it was on their penis. I think it was right on the pubis bone. So,
pubis bone. Look at you all technical. Yes, right above the penis. And so they were going around just kissing.
So we had pictures of the guys.
And so then the guys' clothes started coming off.
So then the guys' clothes were coming off, and then that helped. So, when in doubt, just start kissing people's boobs with your bright red lipstick. Share your lipstick.
But the pole worked great. So that is definitely a good technique.
The pole works. Yeah, we have a pole upstairs now. So
we would put it downstairs, but it
actually doesn't get as much action now.
No.
Because people I think they're afraid of it. And then they want me to perform, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to perform.
Yeah. No, you've kind of performed a little bit.
Okay.
And then you get all sweaty, and then
I know,
and
then
touch you.
Touch me when I'm sweaty.
Ugh. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
You make me sweaty, don't you?
Yeah. So when you're planning your party, because this is actually, we've kind of gone backwards, but I did forget to talk about invitations.
No, you do need to invite people.
Yeah, and you want to invite people as early as possible.
Yeah, I give it a month.
Yeah, absolutely. More is even better than that if you can do 6 weeks, because with a lifestyle, if you're only going to have a handful of people, that's one thing, but if you're going to invite a lot, people tend to plan, this Saturday we're doing this, and this Saturday we're doing this, and they'll have 6, 8, weeks out or
and
2
then
months
they need
out.
to plan sitters and that kind of stuff too sometimes. So you want to make sure you give them as much notice as possible.
And make sure
so you
that
can have as many people there as...
make sure that you have yours on a night where not a big event is happening locally, because not that people will choose yours over theirs or theirs over yours, but people have to choose.
Right.
And you don't want
them to have to choose. You want them to just be able to come to yours.
And the other one as well. So, more.
Well, and too, I mean, depending on the area you're in, sometimes there's not a whole lot going on. So if you spread it out, that makes people a little bit happier that they have stuff to do every weekend or several times a month, as opposed to having everything all on one day. Then they do have to choose, and it's not as, don't do that. Just don't put yourself through that.
And, make sure you look on all the different lifestyle sites. I mean, there are people that you don't know, and if you can...
And you want to meet.
And you want to meet. So, I definitely want to join all the big ones if you haven't, and look around for the people that you actually will be like, yeah, they look cool, I would play with them, and my spouse would play with them as well, that's important, and see if they are,
Well, and it would be nice, too, if you did plan the party together.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, you should totally come and enjoy planning them with me instead of me doing everything. Yeah, absolutely, that sounds great.
You're never online.
Do you think there should be a theme at parties?
I think that it's not a bad idea. I think ladies sometimes want a reason to wear some of the outfits that they have. Like the last party we had, it didn't even occur to me to have a theme because we've just never had a theme really.
Right.
And so I didn't realize until like the day before that it was Easter weekend. No idea. And then I was like desperately looking for some Playboy bunny outfit and bunny ears to give all the girls and all that kind of stuff. It just never happened. And I was talking to one of my girlfriends who said that she was thinking about wearing a Playboy bunny type outfit. I was like, yes, please do it. And then we were talking about making Peeps martinis, and those turned out really good.
Yeah. Which is a martini infused with Peeps.
Well, no, I mean, technically that's what I did. I took the Peeps and shoved them in the bottle of vodka and shook it up and let it sit there for a while. Because I couldn't.
How was it? I didn't have it.
They were amazing. They were really good. I can make you one. I still have it. It looks disgusting. It's like this yellow. I found yellow Peeps. It's like this yellow colored urine color vodka, but then you add other stuff to it, and it tastes.
As long as it tastes good.
It tastes really good.
Okay. When you're drunk enough, you'll drink
No, but
it.
usually you use marshmallow vodka, but because I couldn't find it at the store, and didn't have time to go to a liquor store because this was all very last minute, I decided to make my own.
Yeah.
So we used that, and then we used like a strawberry vodka as well, and whipped cream vodka. So small shots of those three, and then French vanilla creamer, and then you shake it.
Wait. Let me move my arm. You're tough on it. How do you shake it?
And then you shake it.
Right. Good.
You shake it.
You shake it?
I rimmed the glass.
Oh. Wow. I was getting excited for a second there.
I bought coconut, the toasted coconut, and I was going to color it green with food coloring, but I didn't have green food coloring, and I wasn't going back to the store to do this. So I used pink sugar on the glass, and then I put a peep on it.
That's adorable.
It was very cute. They turned out really good.
All right. Well, anything else you want to talk about, orgy-wise? No? Okay. Well, if
you have questions, let us know. We can answer them.
Yeah, if we forgot anything, make sure that you can, if you're watching this on YouTube or whatever, make sure you comment below and about things that we might have missed or questions that we might have. And of course, you can always email us at
info@everybodyswing.com.
That's right. Info@everybodyswing.com, or you can follow us on Twitter. Our Twitter handle is everybodyswing1. That's everybody swing and then the number 1. Otherwise, I think we're good for now. I think this whole YouTube / podcast thing will work out well. So if you're just watching us on YouTube, you can kind of go to our podcast site on Everybody Swing or iTunes or whatever it might be, and you can go and listen to the first 34, because I think this is going to be number 35 of our podcast, and I don't even know what number of our YouTube video. So yeah, well, I'll figure it out. It's all great. So yeah, whatever. So, but hey, you'll see us more on YouTube, and that's what people seem to want. So we will talk to you soon. Thanks for listening and watching.
Have a good day. My top keeps coming off.
That's so awesome.
Stop.
Neat.